What if I told you that the most powerful man in Monaco doesn't wear a crown, doesn't sit on a throne, and was never elected? In a city ruled by royalty, billionaires, and legacy surnames, one man commands silence the moment he enters the room. Not because he demands it, but because power recognizes power. His name isn't printed on monuments. His face rarely appears in headlines. Yet markets shift when he speaks, alliances form when he arrives, and even royalty adjusts their calendars around him. They call him Zeus. And tonight, you're about to discover how one man mastered influence so quietly that an entire nation never realized it was already listening. In Monaco, titles glitter, crowns command ceremonies, and lineage is displayed like a badge of honor, but none of these define real power. True authority in this principality is measured in silence, in access, in the subtle shift of behavior when one individual enters a room. This is where the story of Zeus begins. Not a king by blood, not a ruler by law, yet a figure whose presence bends the city's rhythm. He walks through marble corridors not as a guest but as a force, unseen yet undeniable. While others seek recognition through spectacle, Zeus mastered the art of influence without announcement. His name is spoken quietly, often behind closed doors, because in Monaco, the most powerful figures are never the loudest. The skyline reflects his ambition, glass towers rising like monuments to decisions made far above public view. To outsiders, Zeus represents wealth beyond imagination. To insiders, he is something far more complex, a shadow monarch shaping the destiny of a nation obsessed with royalty. His power doesn't challenge the throne, it exists beyond it. Before we dive deeper, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this story will change how you understand power, monarchy, and influence. This is not the tale of inheritance or luck. It is the untold rise of a man who transformed precision into legacy and silence into dominance, becoming Monaco's most influential legend without ever wearing a crown. Paragraph 2 in Monaco, power is never declared, it's recognized. It's not about who speaks the loudest but who receives the call when decisions matter. Zeus's phone is said to resemble a living archive of global influence. Art moguls, technology visionaries, oil magnates, royalty, and financiers from every corner of the world. Yet he never boasts about these connections. Each relationship is built deliberately, one quiet handshake at a time. In a city where introductions are currency, Zeus elevated networking into a strategic discipline. He does not chase attention or host extravagant parties designed for headlines. Instead, he moves like a silent current through Monaco's social ecosystem, present, influential, unreachable. At elite restaurants, casual dinners become strategic negotiations. On moonlit yachts, conversations shape billion-dollar outcomes before dessert arrives. Those who have met him say he speaks little, but when he does, markets respond. His power lies not in how many people he knows, but in who owes him trust, loyalty, or a favor. With a single call, Zeus can redirect capital flows or quietly reorganize corporate empires. People gravitate toward his orbit not because he demands allegiance, but because proximity to him changes futures. He built his network like a chessboard, where every move anticipates three more. His circle, known quietly as the Golden Circle, is remarkable not for its wealth but for its cohesion. European nobles, Middle Eastern financiers, Silicon Valley innovators, and artists seeking refuge from fame. Together, they shape industries, philanthropy, and global luxury trends. In Monaco, visibility is optional. Influence is not. Paragraph 3 high above Monte Carlo, where the Mediterranean glows like liquid sapphire and city lights shimmer below, Zeus's domain takes form. He does not rule from a palace inherited through centuries of bloodlines. His throne is modern, glass, marble, and elevation. His penthouse crowns the skyline, a statement of creation rather than ancestry. Every detail reflects intention. Museum-level art lines the walls, chosen not for price but for meaning. A private elevator descends directly to his yacht, blurring the boundary between land, sea, and sky. When the night breeze sweeps across his terrace, it feels less like a residence and more like a vantage point over destiny itself. Yet his true empire extends far beyond visible luxury. It is woven into Monaco's urban fabric, offshore holdings, discrete ownership structures, and whispered partnerships. From waterfront towers to historic streets near Casino Square, fragments of his influence are embedded everywhere, bearing his strategy but never his name. Zeus perfected invisibility. His vehicles are unmarked, his staff trained to blend seamlessly into the background. Even when he attends high-profile events, he feels like an illusion, present one moment, gone the next. He believes real authority must be felt, not announced. While Monaco's royal family holds the palace, Zeus holds the skyline, a crown forged from ambition and glass rather than gold. As night settles over the city, one question lingers unspoken. How long can a nation believe it is ruled by tradition alone when a new form of power watches from above? Paragraph 4. Beneath Monaco's polished surface lies a labyrinth of ownership, influence, and control, far more valuable than diamonds and far less visible. This is Zeus's true dominion. To outsiders, his wealth appears as yachts, mansions, and art collections. To those who understand power, each asset is a strategic move, a node in a vast, interconnected system. Real estate, technology ventures, renewable energy projects, and cultural investments interlock like architecture rather than portfolio diversification. Zeus doesn't diversify to protect money. He does it to protect identity. Every asset is layered through trusts, foundations, and holding companies run by people who command his absolute trust. In Monaco's hyper-transparent financial world, privacy is priceless, and Zeus mastered it. He exists everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. He does not chase headlines. He writes them from behind the curtain. Insiders know to watch for his shadow when a luxury tech startup receives unexpected backing, when a penthouse breaks records, or when a forgotten artwork resurfaces at auction. He doesn't manipulate markets, he nudges them. His empire is built like a living organism, designed to survive even if one branch falls. Those who attempt to trace its center find none, because control without exposure is the point. As whispers circulate that even royal advisors are studying this invisible network, one truth becomes clear. Zeus has already designed a system no crown can fully command.